Hey everyone, if you're watching this is something that I'm doing for my kids, my children. Uh, but if you want to listen to it or you find some value in this, that's fine as well. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something that I want to leave behind for the future, for the next generation. Something that's more valuable than money, even though the subject is about money. But I want to leave behind wisdom. And today's lesson is simple but powerful. It's called the 30% savings rule. Now, so some of y'all probably like, oh, we done heard this before. We already know. That's cool. I'm happy for you. Thank you. Please pass it along for the ones who don't. But that 30% saving rule is all about protecting your future, your peace, and your family. Now, I want to start with your income. Now, for example purposes, let's say you make $1,000 at your job. Now, before you buy anything or spend a single dollar, stop and ask yourself, how much of this can I save for the future me? I'm saying, you're not doing it for you now. You're doing it for your future self. Think about yourself when you're 21, 25, 30, 40. I'm saying, that future self is going to look back at you now and thank for looking out for them, for sacrificing now so they can be a happier self. Trust me, you're going to thank me later. Now, to follow this rule, you're going to take 30% of what you earn. Now, we're using $1,000 as an example. So 30% of $1,000 is $300. And I want you to put that to the side. This is going to become your just-in-case fund, your backup, your lifeline when life gets tough. And I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Trust me, it will get tough. And you're going to thank yourself that you have this. So the next step, I'm going to say, you want to break that money into 3 smaller goals. You split that 30% into 3 parts. So you got $300. Split that into 3 parts. I want you to put the first 100, that first 10%, I want you to go into 3 buckets. The first bucket is going to be your emergency fund. This is for things that you didn't see coming, like a flat tire, your car breakdown or something, right? A hospital visit, or a sudden bill that came up. The next 10%, that next 100, is going to go into the next bucket, and you're going to call that bucket your future fund for your dreams. Maybe you're saving up for a better car or a newer car. You're saving up for an education at college or going to school or something, or a new class, books. Or you're just trying to save up for your first apartment or a new apartment or your first home you want to buy, down payment. That's what that one's going to be about. And that next bucket, that last bucket, 10% is going to go, you're going to call that bucket your cushion fund. This money gives you breathing room when things slow down or when your paycheck isn't as big as usual. Just 3 simple rules. The next, I want you to keep it separate. Put that savings into its own account, somewhere where you don't have easy access to it. Now, I don't want you to mix it with your regular spending money. That $300, don't mix it with that other $700 that's left. You're going to put that separately. Me personally, I would advise, I would do it, is to open up another account at another financial institution if you can. You know what I'm saying? That way, you know what I'm saying, what they say, out of sight means out of temptation. Or your next step, I'm telling you all, I'm asking you, I'm not telling you, but I want you to make savings automatic. Now, that's the big secret right there. All right? If you have to think about saving, then more than likely you probably are going to conveniently forget to save, because we already don't want to save, but we know we have to. But you know if you have to think about it, you're going to conveniently forget. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what, I need this money for this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put the money in my savings account this month because I'm going to need to go. I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? So just set up your savings out of your account, automatic, out of your paycheck, to go straight to that account, so that it moves straight into savings without you even noticing. You know what I'm saying? You can go to your payroll department, set up an allotment, and have that allotment go to that separate savings account, that separate bank. So that way when you get your paycheck, you don't even notice it. You know what I'm saying? You just know, okay, boom, I got money. You know what I'm saying? Go take care of your regular bills. Meanwhile, the savings is sitting over there to the side that you're not even thinking about. Next, I want you to keep it real, right now. Start small if you have to, right? Because, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that 30% feels too high, at least for right now, right? You're just starting out. But that's okay. If 30% is too much for you, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Start with 5% and then move up to 10. You know what I'm saying? But the point is you want to save. You want to start saving something. So do the 5% if 30% is too high. All right? And then move up to 10 as you time. You can move up as you go. All right? What matters most is getting yourself into a habit of saving, being disciplined enough to get into a habit. You know what I'm saying? The amount doesn't matter right now. You know what I'm saying? Just the habit. Even a few dollars a week grows faster than you think. That's why I just start small. Up 7. This is where the real comes in. All right? Only use your savings for real emergencies. Don't touch it for clothes, concert tickets, or takeout food. You use it only for true emergencies. Examples of those true emergencies, in my opinion, somebody else might say something different, but them true emergencies is car trouble. If you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have that time where your car break down, you got to put it in the shop and you're gonna need a part or something that the mechanic's gonna say you need. And you're gonna glad you had the money in that savings for it. So you can use your car and get back and forth to work. And you don't want to say, oh, now I gotta wait until payday. You know what I'm saying, to take care of it. You know what I'm saying? You already got it in savings because you was already disciplined enough to put a small little bit away here and there. Don't be like them people where you just live paycheck to paycheck and just now I got to wait for paycheck to get my money. Or you might have another example. I'm going to say a medical bill. You know what I'm saying? You went to the doctor, you know what I'm saying? Now a bill comes. Even though you got insurance, a bill still come in the mail or whatever. You know, you got to take care of it. Or if you might be in between jobs. That's a true emergency. And you're going to be glad that while you was working, you was putting a little bit aside here and there. I want you to see your emergency fund or your cushion fund as like a fire extinguisher. You hope you'll never need it, but when you do, you'll be thankful it's there. Now, your next thing, if you follow this rule, you know what I'm saying, just sit back. Even though you're not thinking about it, you can watch that money in that account just grow. Right? If you stick to it over time, like if you save $300 a month, might not be a lot in this economy, but it's something, right? If you can save $300 a month, that's $3,600 in 1 year. And 64 in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? You can at least have that money put aside for them emergencies. And in just a few years of doing that, then that becomes the foundation of your financial freedom. You won't have to be like your friends out here struggling when they come into a bind and then they always coming to you for money or because they begging people for money because they ain't got it because they wasn't putting aside. When emergencies pop up, you'll be set. You'll sleep better knowing that you'll be ready for whatever life throws at you next. So remember this, son. Saving money isn't about being rich. It's about being ready. It's about peace of mind, knowing that you're protecting your family and giving yourself choices when life throws you surprises. So to all my children, if I'm not around one day to remind you, please remember this rule. Save something, protect yourself, and build the kind of life that feels safe, calm, and free. And to everyone watching, teach this to your kids. Share it with your friends and keep it going. Because money fades, but lessons last forever. Thank you for listening. Like and subscribe. Share this video if you feel like it brought you some knowledge. And I'll see you at the next one.